2 years back, I stood on the front porch with a ripped backpack, 10 wrinkled dollars in my pocket, and my father's voice slicing through the dark. Get out. You're not my problem anymore. The door slammed shut. The porch light went dark. That night, I curled up behind a gas station to sleep. It's strange. My mind still holds the memories of him carrying me on his shoulders after soccer games, of Mom serving my favorite soup, of the three of us eating together like we were almost a family. But somewhere between my 16th birthday and my 18th, the warmth froze over. Dad's words grew sharper. Mom stopped meeting my eyes. They called it tough love. I called it abandonment. The night before they pushed me out, I'd confronted Dad about the college fund he'd promised. He laughed right in my face. You're not going to college. You're going to get a job and start paying rent here. I told him no. That slow, cruel smile of his spread, the one that meant trouble. You think you're too good for this family? Then leave. I waited for Mom to intervene. She didn't even glance up from her phone. The year that followed was survival. I took 2 jobs, mornings in a cafe, nights loading trucks. I rented a basement room for cash, the ceiling so low I couldn't stand up straight. But every hour I worked, I saved money and knowledge. I dug through public property records in my spare time. I read about mortgages, liens, eviction laws. I learned how money moves when nobody's watching. Even then, I knew my story with them wasn't finished. The first crack came from Mrs. Lane, our old neighbor. One rainy Thursday, she called. Your parents' house is on the market, she said. Rumor is they're drowning in debt. I thanked her and hung up. That night, I stayed awake until 3 in the morning researching. She was right. They'd refinanced twice, maxed out every line of credit. The house was slipping away. Then I saw it, a foreclosure notice. Public auction in 3 months. I didn't gloat. I didn't warn them. I prepared. I set up a fake LLC online for $75 and met with a real estate agent. Auction day came. One bidder me. By sunset, I held the deed to my parents' house. For 2 months, I kept my distance. I renovated. Fresh paint. Repaired floors. New appliances. I made it warm mine. On a Sunday morning, I moved in. I sat on that same porch where I'd once stood in the dark with $10 in my hand. Only this time the keys were mine. 3 weeks later came the knock. I opened the door to find my father, thinner now, eyes restless. Mom stood just behind him, makeup smudged. He forced a smile. We heard you're living here now. Thought maybe we could work something out. I leaned against the frame. Work something out? Mom stepped forward, her voice softer than I remembered. It's just, we don't have anywhere to stay right now. We could help around the house, pay you back eventually. I let the silence stretch until Dad shifted. Do you remember, I said slowly, how much money you gave me when you kicked me out? His face went blank. That's right, $10. And a warning to never come back. Mom's jaw tightened. That was a long time ago. We're still your family. I smiled, without kindness. No, you're just people I used to live with. I didn't slam the door. I closed it slow, making sure they saw the life they'd thrown away on the other side of the glass. Through the window, I watched them walk back to their car. Dad's shoulders hunched. Mom's head stayed low. No yelling, no pleading, just the quiet truth that the only home they had left no longer belonged to them. That night, I sat at the kitchen table they'd abandoned when the bank took the house, the same spot where Dad once told me I'd never survive on my own. The irony was sweeter than any revenge I'd pictured. People think revenge is all fury and fire. It's not. It's patience. It's building something untouchable, then watching as they realize they burned every bridge to reach it. 2 years ago, they left me with $10. Now I own the roof over their heads, and they'll never sleep beneath it again.